Chapter 37. I'd got the bird's eye view images down pat. I knew the canals were probably the only unchanging route into the heart. Canals cut diagonally southeast to northwest, meeting the main Black Canal. Centre of town, one of the centres of town, was an island in the hairpin shape of a pig's snout. I turned up the collar of my coat and watched my breath blow into the night. Watched the lights play on the mosaic of trash on the canal. Lights from the pub and casino neon, red, yellow and green, shimmering flag of some mirage country. Ducks wading with 1 foot trailing, seagulls squabbling over pecking order, Canada geese rasping anchovy tongues, craws cawing in the sycamores, maples and planes. Each side of the canal rising a couple hundred metres up the steep sides of the ravine, where 2 citadels faced each other. Night lights fanned inverted triangles of light up their sheer grey walls. They looked cubist, trompe-l'oeil, film set flats slotted like lift doors. One was a mirror image of its twin, with kilometres of zigzag ramps up the inclines. Inside the citadels were a hark back to the times before the war here was privatised, mercenaries only. The hills were networks of miles of whitewashed corridors, lit from the outside by musket and crossbow slits and slats. Armies lived here and died in dead and bayonet battles, typhoid and dysentery outbreaks and old age. Food pulleyed in to these huge barrels for the defenders now used as transport tourists. Guided tours of the citadels lasted 1 hour or several days, all variations on a theme, tall tales of corridor skirmishes and the kind of interactive daring-do which was the hallmark of the besieged. All from the halcyon days when all countries could choose to go to war before war privatisation of the noughties. Campsite and hostel in an Arlington-sized Woodcross cemetery. For a few credits more you could experience a rare old punishment of the locals, who were tied in twos like Knights Templar and thrown into the canal, idea adapted for bungee dips. The favourite for honeymooners, taking naked nocturnal swims, bound in the 69 sucking cock and flickering cunnilingus as they dived. Base jumpers aiming to ejaculate on Diwali, Guy Fawkes or anniversary firework nights. Other options were human Catherine wheels and pirate ships that rocked between the citadels and over the black water. Tours took so long as guides give expanded explanation in several languages, including sign, Mandarin, Arabic and mime. Reenactments daily, realistic and gory enough to capture the attention of younger members of the group. Sent around the sites in gaudy roller coaster cars. See Professor Steinfeld's treatments. I felt the toxicity of the whiskies I ordered up at the cradle. Ticker tape heart and amphetamine rush felt on the perimeter of a coronary. Think of my old mate, Sheikh Castanet, who fell down dead after describing feeling a bed of nails springing up against his breast, partly due to coke cuts sniffed through the white Chinaman's cane decorated as beachfront candy, a funky walking stick that could be used as a support, snorkel or rudimentary saxophone. Shake, rattle and roll for all the price of a wrap of meth. Decks of the citadels were like microscope slides, sliding out across the canal from giant pagodas in the shape of spinal columns, accessed through pneumatic water capsules. As one went up, another went down, like some thermometer dialectic. Capsules travelled up and down the grey-pink tones of Scalanus Ancticus and Medius, open like curtains to reveal the vertebrae floors. Penthouse bars were available exclusively for private functions, called the Atlas Suites. Waitresses in bunny dresses, purple basques, or velveteen hipsters played simple-minded and forgetful, so tables overordered and tipped well for drinks cut with wormwood. All clientele were breathalyzed for alcohol and drug levels, and directed accordingly to appropriate bars. Drinks were served inversely proportional to level found. Heavy drinkers were sold low-alcohol, mass-marketed beers, and they said DNA swabs alerted owners to outstanding arrest warrants, where they were sent straight to bars serving drinks imprinted on the psyche as wife-beaters, date rapers, or taurine amphetamine cocktails, and directed exits where plainclothes men baited them into antisocial GBH or ABH encounters, and Black Mariah them to interrogation cells. Most of the drinks were nothing but fruit juice, with glass rims rinsed with alcohol. Outside of the vertebrate vestibules, slouching informers and panhandlers in cap-sleeve t-shirts bore pumped biceps tattooed with martial arts weapons. Women, dressed in loose organic dresses and wraps, diamante hair slides and necklaces of teeth human, canine and equine, with babies or toddlers sluggish from drugged breast milk and tranquilizer-laced milks. Guests here were lodged in reconstructed jail cells, 2 to a bed in metal bunks. I paid for the experience the way celebrity historical inmates spent a night or more. Striped pyjamas and prison jackets, 10-foot square cells open onto corridors where hotel staff dressed like capos and SS men and women, punctuating their discipline with Koch-designed mobile phones. Maids in bondage gear offered their services in laundry rooms and basement parking facilities, fucking in the backs of military lorries, or strapping dildos, fucked potty businessmen jerking off to Tahitian porn films. Maids also fucked heroin suppositories called enablers and cool dépendants out troublesome clients' arseholes and blackmail them for cash. I followed my nose, cut through the lobby of this Holiday Inn 25. It was a clear night with enough stars visible through the orange haze of the night, so I pushed the elevator button for one of the Atlas suites. A revolving glass restaurant promised a fusion menu: salmon bisque with mint chocolate, fried beetroot and peanut butter, sausages kind of fare. Just my goddamn luck, I thought as I watched a party in full swing. Seems like the whole Diamond District had upped stakes. It was Purim, the one day in the year the Orthodox get totally hammered and allow themselves the aftershock of hangover. The fine upstanding seemed fine upstanding, so there was a pre-distressed leather couch by one of the glass panels. With its simulacrum the other side of the black cut, the place had all the majesty of a punch in the face. Morsels still lingered in the 9 nasal passages. I waited on service, chancing a mojito, so I looked over at Pont Neuf, which gave me the quarter to its name. Pont Neuf straddled the valley like one giant insect. It was a 3-in-1, carried most of the east-west traffic in and out of the city on the dual carriageway, ran hollow for the Red Line metro, and due to its height, performed the function and assumes the nomenclature of the USDM Suicide Bridge all along its half-kilometre span. The waiter brought me my mojito, which had more foliage inside than an arboretum drain. My smile was more of a twitch. After sucking some of the drink, I picked up one of the magazines, which had an odd take on the tourist trade. Mind you, in the damn compatible world of quick and easy breaks, you flaunted what you had, and Pont Neuf had, well, Pont Neuf. One eye on the outside, neon wash, I picked up the local rag, the Pont Neuf Times.